From their mouths to your ears, this is Gaming on Thrones with Phil, Saul, and Rick.
All right, welcome to Gaming on Thrones episode 14. Today is Sunday, October 5th. How's everybody doing today?
Awesome. I pooped three times.
Yeah, I ate some mozzarella cheese today, so I'm doing well.
You know, so let me just make my introductions before we talk about poop. My co-hosts today are Saul Cuellar.
Yo.
Sir, the three-time pooping champion.
Bum, bum, bum.
Undefeated.
And Rick Lemro.
Hi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sticky snake.
Yeah.
Slippery snake.
Yeah, that was funny. Salty snake now.
Yeah.
What?
That's what she said.
Oh my God.
God,
Can we do over? Can we have a do-over?
yeah, dude, it's already off the rails. It just fucking started.
Just go. Well, you know, it's funny you say that because that's the theme of today's show. As you guys know, I had a busy weekend. This week, my son turned 2.
Yay.
October 1st. Yes, thank you. Congratulations, PJ. We're proud parents, and we also had his birthday party on Saturday, which one of the members of this podcast showed up for.
Real hungover, but I made it.
He made it. He made an appearance. A little late. He brought a gift.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good. My son likes it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the middle of building his swing set / sandbox, so he'll be able to get a lot of use out of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So will the cats of the neighborhood, probably.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to dress up like a cat.
They're so weird. So you know what is? You're not that weird. It's the weirdest thing that I totally pictured you prowling around in the cat suit backyard.
No, I'm pretty weird.
Licking the back of his hand, looking at you.
Yeah, like he doesn't just go to the litter box and poop. Like he's actually pretending to be a cat for a whole 20 minutes, digging in the garbage.
Have you guys seen that movie, The Neighbors, yet?
No,
You have to watch it.
I know. God.
I might give it an old download tonight.
It's one of those things when you're married that sucks. You can't watch certain movies
It's
by
a
yourself.
couple's movie.
But what I'm saying is the
Yeah.
opportunity has been there
Yeah.
for me alone. Anyways.
Have you seen The Signal? It was straight to DVD, but it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's got it's got Morpheus in it, the guy with the whore daughter.
Lawrence Fishburne?
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne.
How dare you forget his name?
Yeah.
He was in Krueger. Freddy Krueger.
It was good. It was surprisingly good. I saw it was one of those YouTube videos.
What's it called?
It's called The Signal. Just download it. Don't go buy it.
No. Well, we've got a short show today. Because I've been so busy, I have not really done a lot of work. I apologize. But it's going to be a fun show because we're pretty much going to shoot from the hip and just talk about nostalgia and games. And I really didn't see that there was that much news that came out that I feel like we need to talk about. Same old crap is going on with all the, annoying fanboyism and also complaints about Destiny.
Oh, don't forget about the Alien Isolation blow up to where everybody only looks at the bad reviews and then everything else is not looked at. Somebody on one of the forums put, oh, it got such bad reviews, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody actually posted all the ratings. Some were stars and some were numbers. Well, I put, if there was 5, I would put that for like 100. And if there was like 4.5, that'd be like 90. And it's like, I did the math on it and the median was like 8.5.
Yeah, which in what world is that a bad game?
Yeah.
Right.
So I was a little upset about that because like everybody's like, oh, it's bad. And I was like, I don't know if I should buy it. And then when I actually look at the main people, people who review the games and people like say, these are valid sources, and I put the numbers together and I do the, turning it the median where it's at in the middle, where it's a common number, and it's just like, it's 8.5. That's not bad at all.
No, and you know what really bugs me is it seems like a lot of people, instead of doing their homework, and Saul, you mentioned this before a couple episodes ago about people not doing their homework, and when you listen to some of these media outlets and stuff, you're listening to one person or a group of 3 people, maybe their opinion.
Yeah.
And why don't you align yourself up with someone who really shares the same kind of experiences that you do?
Exactly.
And then listen to their review, and if it's bad also, you may want to double think it. Mm-hmm. But it's like movies, like we used to go to the movies. Saul, you love some movies that I just think are total horseshit.
Yep.
He's like, oh, it was awesome. I was like, that was the worst movie I've ever seen. And we agree on a lot of things. So, but I'm getting a little tired of the people complaining about the hype not living up to things and review scores.
Yep.
Like, honestly, find some, wait a week. You don't have to buy everything day one. Wait a week. Wait till your favorite YouTuber, reviews the game for you, someone that you can rely on and someone that you really share, the same kind of likes and dislikes with. And then make a judgment for yourself. I saw a comment. Someone said, it was actually a comment on the IGN boards under the yeah. No, but this was like perfect. It was under the Alien Isolation review. And they were talking about like everybody was like complaining. And this guy said, yeah, and I also miss the days where gamers used to think for themselves.
Wow, nice.
And I was like, that's it right there. Just because everyone, and this is a perfect topic for our show today, because we're just going to bring up some good old memories and some good nostalgic retro things here. And gosh, man, back in the day, you would make your own judgment. It didn't matter if 800 other people shared your view on the game. If you liked it, you fucking played it.
And that's how you got those games that were like, man, I really like that game. And somebody else is like, yo, I like that game too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You would come home from Blockbuster and try it out.
Yes.
Exactly. And since you brought up Blockbuster, Rick, I think it's a perfect opportunity. And I know we touched on this a little bit before, and I don't want to repeat too much of the stuff we said. But what was your favorite thing about going to the store and renting a game? And I don't want to say buying a game, because when you were buying a game, you kind of usually knew what you were going to get.
Well, when I was buying a game, I was a fucking adult. I never got to buy a game.
Well, you know what I mean. Like if your parents were, you were getting a game.
Yeah. My favorite part was you always got to try out the latest game, because they always had the display models up there. I mean, they had the shit Virtual Boy that no one fucked with, but they would have like a Genesis or a Super Nintendo, and would have the newest game that was out, and the big game or whatever at the time, and you could sit there and fuck around and play with it.
You mean like at the
Blockbuster? Yeah.
Try it out.
Yeah, they had at the end of the aisles. They usually had the little tryout things.
Oh, like the demos, yeah.
Yeah, like they do at like a GameStop and shit now.
Yeah, I see. I never had a Blockbuster around me, which is weird because I didn't have all that good stuff. Yeah. I had the local Camelot. You remember Camelot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was one right down on Cape Coral Parkway, right in the.
All right, well, you'll hear why when I get to mine. So that was your favorite part, was like going up there, trying it out.
Yeah.
Was it?
Because I didn't have all the consoles as a kid. I had a Genesis, and there would be some good shit that was coming out on Nintendo that I couldn't play, but I got to fuck around with it there.
Yeah, and then you got to befriend a kid with a Super Nintendo so that you could play it.
I did. Brian Glisson, shout out.
Shout out. Nice, good work. So that was your favorite part. Now, did you have trouble finding? Like, was the new game usually in stock? Because I know I used to have trouble with that.
No, it was never in stock. I'd go there wanting to get like Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and I end up coming home with Wild Arms. Like, the fuck is that? But then that's how you find out. I was like, dude, Wild Arms is badass.
You find the gems that way.
Yeah, because they had fucking 2 copies of the goddamn new game, and you would call ahead of time, and they'd be like, yeah, we have it, and you get there, they don't have it, and they just wanted you to come there to buy some shit.
Yeah.
Can you hold it for me? Yeah, I'll hold it for you.
Yeah.
I'll rent it myself.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
You buy some.
Oh yeah, we misplaced it. The store says we have one, but we didn't actually go and check.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was bullshit. Pissed me off.
All right, cool, man. Well, that's good. So, what was your favorite process in renting a game?
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
Do you really want to know?
I think everyone wants to.
I worked at Blockbuster, so I got all the games for free.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So, unfortunately, I wasn't really that big into games, but since I could get them for free, I would rent all types of crap. I'd rent like 5 games in a night and play each one of them for like 5 minutes, and I'd suck at all of them, so I'd just be like, this game sucks. But I probably did that to about 50 games and probably only enjoyed probably about 4 or 5. But that was the best part, is just being able to play any game that I wanted. And if it sucked, I didn't care. I'd just be like, all right, I'll just get another one tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Did
you rent the consoles? Didn't you guys used to have the consoles there too?
I think I rented the DVD player once. And that's about it.
Oh my god.
Damn.
So when you were a kid, like 7, 8, in like through 10 maybe. You weren't working. Did you ever game at all?
I guess the closest thing to that would be like I would go with my best friend at the time, Chikitis, and then we would go and his dad would get games, and it would just be fun because the best part about it for me, no homo, was the being able to play a game with somebody else and have fun.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Back
I like
when
that
you used
too.
to have to sit next to the person playing the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Instead of getting fucking teabagged by an 8-year-old kid on a Halo game.
Just
Which, yeah, but sometimes there'd be some.
some salt.
There's some salt going on there. I remember that. You want to play against each other? Yeah, let's do it. And then there's an awkward like, oh, I still got to spend the night over here tonight.
Oh, I would go home.
Well, yeah, you live down the street from him, right?
I'm going home. Fine, go home, baby. Whatever.
Yeah.
Taking my ball.
Don't think you're coming here tomorrow either and playing the same game.
And then
Probably
tomorrow
are.
would come and you'd hear.
Yeah. Saw there. My favorite part, besides my worst favorite part, is trying to save up the money. Because, yeah, man, $5 was a lot of money back then.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was, $3.50, or like it was $5 for like 3 nights and like $3.25 for 2 or something like that.
Shit, nowadays $5 is a lot of money too.
Mm-hmm.
Way I'm fucking rolling right now.
My favorite part of it was the times where I didn't know what I wanted to rent, but I was bored with all the games that I owned. Because man, I didn't get games for the hell of it. Like some of my friends, like their parents were well off enough where just for shits and giggles, they could get a game every once in a while, and where I'd get like a $2 Lego set, like for at the store. But and that's no disrespect to like my parents or anything, but I would get games for Christmas and my birthday, so I didn't have a ton of games that you owned. So renting a game was like a big deal. And when I got to Camelot, my favorite part was looking at that box art and trying to figure out what's going to be good.
Box art is so fucking fraudulent. I don't even want to talk about it.
Oh, it's worse than movies.
Yeah, dude.
And then you're reading the description, and you're like, this is going to be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, on the back.
Then you're stuck with that piece of shit for 2 days.
Yeah, no kidding.
And you know what was the worst part, I think? When you were a young child, you hated the game. You were mad at yourself for making the choice. You were mad at the developer for putting some sort of cool art on the box.
Still had to play
Nintendo was the worst. But you sat there and you just tortured yourself by playing it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You spent that lawn mowing money on it, and you're like, I'm going to finish this game.
Now we get to bitch about it on the internet, which is way cooler.
Yeah, and we're not going to go there because that's just falling into the trap of the whole stupid.
Yeah.
We're entitled little bitches now.
Yeah, we are.
Which is why we do a podcast, so that we can rant to everybody else.
Yeah.
So, well, that's cool. Did you guys? What was your? Let's see. How can I put this? What was your favorite system? Like before. Let's say before Dreamcast, PlayStation 1.
Ooh. Well, it's got to be the Super Nintendo, even though I didn't have one. But that was just, they had the best shit, dude. Donkey Kong was like
your favorite.
Steve.
Still was your favorite, even though you didn't own one.
Yeah, I had so much fun playing on that. So much fun. So many good games. Still, people still have fucking ROMs on their computers and shit, and still play those games because there's so much fun.
Oh well, Super Mario World is my favorite Mario, so
good, so good.
Yeah,
I would say Nintendo because it created the hype. All this hype we talk about, it was created by Nintendo and Mario and Duck Hunt.
Yeah, dude. Duck Hunt. Love Duck Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's fucking impossible, but it was still a good time.
That fucking dog. You laugh at me one more time. Shit.
Right? How many clips did you unload at that fucking dog as he's laughing at you?
Oh, dude. Like, you put the gun up to the screen.
Oh, yeah, everyone did that.
just angry.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd have to go with Nintendo as well, just because of the whole pain in the ass it was. As fun as it was, it's such a pain in the ass.
Do you think kids nowadays look at the new Nintendo like we looked at the old Nintendo?
No, of course not. Have you seen the new Nintendo?
No. Well,
Solly's got one. Does he even touch it?
Nah.
Nah.
I'm looking at it right now. I don't even think it's plugged in. I got Mario Kart 8. I played it for like a week, and then I was done.
Do you ever look at it and just shake your head like?
Not really. It's just I don't have time. Like if I had time, I would. But like I got Titanfall maps that I should be playing, but I got too much Destiny time and then homework time.
This boy is all about the Destiny.
Damn. You saw that Mohawk? You saw that Mohawk?
You a tiger now.
Tiger now.
All right. Anyways, we're not going the new route. Okay, we're staying away from the current gen consoles today.
All right.
Okay, they're all nice and shiny and they're pretty and they got the pretty games and the cool music. We're not. That was my Bill Cosby.
That was a pretty good Bill Cosby.
Was it?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I want
right.
some pudding now.
You just made 3 plates of it.
Oh my gosh! Don't throw it on the floor.
Bulk cycle.
Don't you throw it? Oh, I still got cupcakes from the birthday party. Mm-hmm. That frosting is like ink.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It was all over everyone's face.
Jesus.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, the Nintendo, dude, trying to blow in the cartridges. Wait, did you guys ever have... like, my Nintendo got to the point where you had to put the game in, right? And everybody knows what I'm talking about that's over the age of 25. You had to put the game in, and then you had to put another game on top of it to keep that one down.
Yep.
So your lid was wide open, and you got this second game that's like shoved in there halfway.
Ghetto.
Or you do that where you don't put it in all the way and you slam it down.
That's how I did it. Yeah.
Yeah, you
that's how I
clip
did
it.
it.
What the fuck was that? Why would that make it work?
I don't know. Blowing on it was bullshit too, but everybody fucking blows on it.
I want to see, why has someone not done an experiment on did this crap actually work, or is it just your luck that was going to work that one time?
50-50.
Dude, be the guy.
50-50. Stop bringing 50-50 into this conversation.
Did you ever have that one friend that was really good at blowing in the cartridges and I could make them whistle when they did that? I could never do it.
I'm not touching that one.
No.
Oh, all right.
No, and no, all jokes aside, no, I never knew anybody who whistled into the cartridge.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Hey, bro, can you whistle into this cartridge?
You're like the best blower ever. Could you please blow on it?
Yeah, no shit.
Jeez. So, just to remind everybody, you're listening to Gaming on Thrones, your authority on the Digital Crusade, and blowing into your cartridges. Some people could whistle while they do it.
Yeah. No, they make the cartridge whistle. They wouldn't whistle. They'd have that good angle.
Oh.
Yeah, they'd have the good angle of blowing in there, and it'd be like, squeak! And you're like, yeah, that guy knows what he's doing.
This is getting really weird.
Hey, man, this is what happens. This was the 80s, Saul. Remember that.
Yeah. You should wear parachute pants, man. Parachute
guitars, parachute pants.
Zoopazes and Zoocavaricis.
Zoop
Tie-dye shirts and neon shit.
And LA Gears. Watch out, world. Bringing it back. So, let me ask you, okay, so, Rick, your favorite console was the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
You did not own one, but you coveted them.
Yes, I owned a regular Nintendo. I didn't have the Super, but
all right,
it was Super.
What was your favorite game on the Super Nintendo?
Oh, that's a fucking... It's gotta be Super Mario World, right? I mean, that or Donkey Kong or NBA
I don't know.
Jam. I don't know, dude. They had WrestleMania was fucking hype too.
Donkey Kong.
That Raw, bro.
Oh, it was so good. Well, they didn't have Raw back then.
No, I'm sorry, Royal Rumble.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many because I mean back then I wasn't as fucking dejected and miserable as I am now, so I loved everything. so I've had fun playing all kinds of stupid games on there.
So at what point did you get dejected and miserable?
When I started having to buy it myself.
Damn.
No, that's a lie, dude. I think it's closing in. We're closing in on this generation that you were just pissed off at everything.
Yeah, probably. It's it probably I don't know, halfway through the Xbox 360's life cycle.
Yeah, that's
probably when all the DLC started happening.
DLC and exclusive material and.
Oh, I'm fine. You know, that's fine. When all the DLC happened is when I got salty. That shit just. But we're not talking about that. We're not going there. But that's just fucking.
I brought it up
because my ass, dude.
I wanted to know where the salt came in. Like, who added the salt? What happened? So, all right, Saul. What was your favorite game on Nintendo?
I'm still gonna say 3D World Runner.
That's right.
It was just so much fun. I don't know why. All he did was it's the only time I like to run. You would run around. The planets that you would go to were just so weird, and it was just like, wow, bro, this is cool. Jump, 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 jump. And I guess just because like my mind is always like going somewhere else, it really like just kept me calm for a minute.
It's like it's seriously like the model for all cell phone games.
Yes.
Where you like move left, right, jump over here.
And it was just so awesome.
Even though I said like Donkey Kong and all that shit, still my favorite game from that era was Sonic 2. That was my favorite.
Yo, Sonic and Knuckles?
The second one, not Sonic.
Oh, Sonic and Tails.
Yeah, when Tails first came in, and they had that 3D level, like basically the World Runner, like you were talking about, that 3D one where you had to collect coins down there.
Yeah, the bonus levels.
Yeah, that was the best bonus level ever, man.
And then but see, what pissed me off about that is like you had a friend if you were playing 2-player that can actually help you get the coins, but that same asshole is the one who would get hit by the things and you would lose all your coins.
Yeah, it's fucking. Ugh. Yeah. I know, because I used to play with my sister back then, because she was, she lived with me, and we had this fucking thing in the living room, whatever. So she would play, but she was like fucking 3, and she was terrible at it.
Oh man,
Mrs. Larissa Lamoureux.
That would be the one we're talking about, yes. But she, it wasn't her fault. She was just a little kid. But when you're like, you just don't think you're a little kid anymore. You're like, I'm fucking 8 now. I know what's up, and you'd be like, it's a little 3-year-old losing all your goddamn coins. Goddamn, nothing more infuriating. Yeah, it's a baby back bullshit.
Yeah, I'd say a game that I could never. I don't know if it was my favorite game from Nintendo because that was my favorite console, but it was Kung Fu.
Ooh, good game. Yeah.
That's a good game.
That game was so hard, man. Like I don't even remember beating it. I don't know if I ever beat it. I saw it done, but I don't think I ever beat it myself. And I used to get further and further each time. And that game was so brutal because if you died, you're done.
Yeah.
Start at level 1, son.
Yeah. Who would always kick your ass in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? How far could you get? I would always get past the King Hippo, and then the dude after that, I forget his name, but he would fuck me up.
Bull or whatever his name was.
Yeah, that guy. The guy with.
I could beat Bull, but I couldn't. I didn't get much past Soda Pop or whatever's or Soda Pop.
Soda Pop.
Yeah. Soda Pop is in here.
Yeah. He used to get me. I think I beat him once. I think I got to Mike Tyson 2 or 3 times, and I've never beat the game.
I got a little story when you guys are done.
Yeah, I heard you guys got a little story. This kid.
I got a little story in case you guys ever want to hear it.
I think this is the biggest bullshit story I've ever heard.
Knocked out Glass Joe in 1 punch. 1 shot, kid. 1 shot.
How?
Yeah.
How long ago did I tell you that, though, Phil?
So long ago.
You can actually look it up on YouTube. There's a way of doing it. What you do is you dodge all punches for 2 minutes and then hit him at the 2-minute mark and it knocks him out in 1 punch.
The interesting part about that is YouTube was not around back then.
Exactly.
Yeah. Where'd
you read that in? What code book did you read that in?
There was no code book. I was just bored one day and I was like, this guy sucks. I wonder if I could just dodge him. So I just dodged him. And then I just randomly hit him, and I guess at the right time, and it just knocked him out in 1 punch. And I was like, "What happened? What just happened?" Of course, nobody was around.
Fighter alive.
You mean you couldn't say Nintendo record that?
No, nothing.
Oh, that's
1 shot, kid. 1 shot.
Yeah, I still don't believe him.
You or Fatty don't believe me.
No.
And
see. Now that I know Fatty doesn't believe you, I know it's not true.
I'm bad at games, I know, but somehow it just randomly happened.
You're really good at being the easiest person in that game, though.
Yeah.
Well, if 1 punch does it, I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, we had our little nostalgia trip. Was it before we end that? Because I do want to ask Rick, because he's been our local Mordor. He's been killing orcs for us, so I do want to talk to him about Shadows of Mordor.
Yeah, how'd that stream go? I was up at night waiting for you. It never happened.
Well, I don't want to talk about this.
all right.
What happened with the stream was no matter how strong a computer you got, if you only have 1 computer and not dedicated for streaming, your frame rate goes to shit when you're playing it.
Oh yeah, you were playing it on the PC.
Yeah, so what happened was I was trying to just stream it at 720/30, and it was streaming But like my gameplay was like at fucking 15 frames a second. It was unplayable. In a game like that, you need to have smooth gameplay because it's all counters and shit like that.
You have to use the video HDMI out into another computer and record from there, and then to your monitor.
Yeah, so then I've been looking at how much it's going to cost to make a fucking streaming PC, and that's another $400 I don't have right now. So I'm stuck to just like I'm playing Hyper Light Drifter. It's like kind of 16-bit, so that works fine. It's not bad.
All right. Well, hold on to that thought because we're going to get there in just a second when we close out the show, or right after versus.
All right.
So, I just want to ask you guys: was there a game that you just hated? Like you played it and you hated it so much it was that bad.
What, in the Nintendo or like what?
Anything that you can remember. Just like I said before the newer stuff.
Before the newer stuff? Well, that's tough then.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna go Battlefield. I was gonna go Battlefield multiplayer, and that's not because it's bad. It's just because I suck so bad at it that I have no desire ever to play that again.
No, but they fixed it, bro. It works now.
I'm sure it works, but I can't work it. I fucking suck at that.
Somebody commented to me the other day, like, no, they fixed Battlefield 4. It was a new patch. I was like, what was the patch called? Battlefield Hardline?
Wow.
Because
a little salt rubbing off on Phil. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Battlefield burned me deep, dude. Saul, you know this. I was a Battlefield homer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, big.
Like, I was like, fuck Call of Duty, man. Battlefield's the way to go. You want a real experience? You come here.
Mm-hmm.
They kicked me in the balls. And it hurt.
Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry that they did that to you.
Your woman needs a real man. Come over here and play some Call of Duty. Drink some Mountain Dew and have some Doritos.
Hey, man, product placement has no place in gaming, bro. Jerk-offs.
Oh, man.
So, Saul, anything that you just can remember that just used to bug you?
There was this Superman game that came out for Sega Genesis, and like I forget what it was called, but like it looked cool and it played kind of cool. But after the first level, it was just so repetitive and retarded, and you would die so easily that I just hated the shit out of it because I spent like $50 on it, out of who knows how, just saving it or for my birthday or some crap like that. And it was such an awful game. And I got to play it for like 2 weeks, and I let my friend borrow my Sega Genesis, and his house got robbed. He robbed it himself.
What a dick, dude.
Yeah. But anyway, I could never get the game back to try to, return it or trade it in, so I lost $50. But they're like, oh, don't worry. We know that your stuff got stolen from our house, so we're just going to write you a check from the insurance money that we got. I had 15 games with that. I got $200. I was like, really? $200? So I was able to buy a new Sega Genesis and Mortal Kombat, but I was still pissed off.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I thought you were going to say the Superman from Nintendo 64.
I was going to say that was mine.
Okay, go ahead. Explain.
Might be the same one.
The Nintendo 64 version of Superman was the worst game in history. And what's funny is people that listen to this show, all 5 people that might listen to this show, they probably heard of the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yep.
We all have, right? So
yeah.
I'm a big advocate of his because he gets really mad and cusses out games, which is cool. But so he does a review on this, and as I'm watching it, the rage is building up inside of me because the second level you have to fly through these rings.
Yeah.
And you can't do it.
It's impossible.
I would like to see it freaking done. That's all I can say.
People can say about E.T. I'm going back to the Atari on this one, but people always say that E.T. was terrible. I had that game on the Atari, and it was terrible. It was really, really bad. You just ran away. From people, and they would always fucking kill you. I'm glad they buried it in the fucking desert.
Did anybody ever play the Japanese version of the Transformers on Nintendo?
No.
Oh my god, it's impossible too.
Mm.
Yeah, it's so bad, and it's equally as hard. But yeah, you know what the worst part about Superman 64 is? I rented it twice.
Why?
Because all right. So the first time I did, I couldn't beat that level. I was so frustrated, but I was fresh out of Zelda and GoldenEye and stuff, and whenever that game came out, I wanted a new game, so I went and rented it. And I thought to myself, one day, I couldn't find anything else. I was like, okay, I'm going to give this another shot. Maybe I just sucked, you know? So I'm going to give this another shot. And I still couldn't do it. And I swear to God, I was so close to smashing not my copy of this game into 1,000 little pieces. And then I realized then I would have to buy this game that I hated so much that didn't even work anymore.
It probably would have been better though. Smashed the floor.
Could have put it in a picture frame, put it on my wall. Like, this is what happened, game. You mess with me, you get smashed.
Look what you made me do.
Oh gosh. So that was my game. So that's it for the retro speak. We'll probably have more in the weeks to come because we like that shit.
Yeah.
We're old. We're old men.
I know. It fucking sucks.
34, 32, 31?
Me? I think I'm 30. Yeah, I'm 31.
Wow.
I'll be 33 soon, so old ass man.
You know, you're laying in bed and your back starts to hurt. You know that's fucking when life starts sucking. When you're in bed and you're like uncomfortable.
Yeah,
oh, dude,
that's every morning.
I can't even get out of bed without being sore for no reason at all.
Yeah, it's such a slap in the face. It really is.
But we'll get back on topic here for a second. So, Rick, you won Versus last week with the Magic School Bus.
Yeah.
So I want to hear what you got this week in the Versus segment of Gaming on Thrones.
Versus.
All right, I think Saul might have a leg up on this one just because this is more of his genre. But
Sure.
we've all done this before. So if they, in the hypothetical reality, they combined pretty much every fighting game together, and you get to choose one character as like your go-to, without picking Sub-Zero because we all know he's OP. Who would be your fucking guy? Who would be, or your girl for that matter? I mean, Chun-Li's there too. She's pretty bad.
I'm going to ask Saul to go first only because I have to look up my guy's name right now.
Well, you guys know who my main dude, No Homo, would be. He's Wolf's best friend. He will teach you how to die 1,000 deaths. He's got tattoos for days. He's got beautiful red hair, and he wears a purple gi with, on the back, it says, like, demon or something like that. Because his name does mean demon in Japanese. That is Akuma.
Yeah, that's great. I love Akuma. He's
so badass.
Yeah, when I told you guys this before, but whenever I play Marvel vs. Capcom, the three characters I picked was Ken, Akuma, and Ryu. That's as the same person, but they were so badass. I just loved them.
That dog Habu.
I got his name.
What's his name? And
my guy?
Am I gonna know who the fuck he is?
Yeah, you should, because you said earlier before the show that you're including beat 'em ups.
Yes.
Okay, so my guy, Streets of Rage 2,
Ooh.
Skate.
Skate from Streets of Rage 2.
You have to know who he is, man. He's on the rollerblades. He does the crazy spin moves.
Ooh, yeah, I do remember him.
I'm a black guy.
He was the black guy.
He was Eddie Hunter.
Is that his real name?
Well, yeah, that's his real name. He's cool, man. Got the backwards hat and everything. Shit.
Yeah, I love that guy so much. And I believe in another one there was a kangaroo, which is cool too. But Skate, he's my guy. I loved him.
Ah, Streets of Rage brings back so many memories.
So, you know what? Streets of Rage was what, like, so many good things came out of Streets of Rage.
Yeah. Well, I got.
I know that was awkward, but it's true.
Yeah, there was a weird pause there for a second. That's tough. I'm gonna have to go with Saul though. I mean, you good pick though. It's closer than I thought it would be. I thought Saul would smack you up with Akuma, but
You prejudiced bastard.
I'm sorry, dude. He's
You just hate black people. Is what it is.
no, not at all. Especially ones on rollerblades.
You should have went with Final Fight's the mayor.
Oh, Final Fight, yeah. Dude, yeah, I gotta go with Saul just based on the fact that when I remember when he first was a character in Street Fighter, and you were like, this dude's fucking cool as shit.
Oh yeah.
Because all they did was reskin fucking Ryu for the third time, but still, it was awesome. He was awesome.
Yeah,
he was pissed. He was like super pissed off about shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Akuma's pretty awesome. It's like I wanted to go with Nightcrawler from the X-Men side scroller too.
Ah, he was so good.
That was perfect. He's a good game. He was a good dude to be.
Yeah, sorry.
So
Saul got that one go.
damn you, Saul.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
Damn you and your vast knowledge of fighting games.
Did you? You just quote like Mad Cat right there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Didn't he quote Mad Cat last time
I
too?
don't know.
Did I?
Somebody did when I was talking about the Mad Cat and the Destiny photo.
I'm beginning to think though I don't have enough Inspector Gadget in my life right now though. Dude, Mad Cat was.
I was going to say something, but I'm just not going to.
All right. Well, don't.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
So, all right. So we got the versus segment done. I lost. Thanks.
Sorry.
What about? That's all right. It was fair. It was a fair shot.
It's not very fair.
I want to know. Hey.
Get it fair.
Yeah, I loved saying that. Damn it. Damn it. All right. I want to know a little bit about Shadows of Mordor, Rick. I want you to give me like a quick review because we're going to go here and wrap this up. But I want you to give me a quick review and entice me to go buy this game because I want to.
All right. Let me see how I can describe it. I mean, you kind of
Briefly describe the Nemesis system as well. Like if you kill off everybody, does the game continue?
Yeah. Well, you have to like kill off everybody without letting any new people like get promoted and shit. So basically, what happens is if you like kill, just because I think there's like 20 of them in there, maybe 20 orcs you got to kill like in the Nemesis system. But say like you kill like 5 of them and then you die, that dude that killed you moves up, and now he's into that Nemesis system. Or if you wait too long between like murdering bitches, they'll just start repopulating because the world happens around you. You don't really have a lot of influence on it as far as, you know, killing orcs. But, like, there's stuff that happens in the background that they say happens that will get this person promoted or some shit. So you kill one, and another one will just take its place if you're not careful or if you're not quick enough. And another fucked up thing is it'll say you killed a guy, but if you don't actually, like, cut his head off or do, like, a execution on him, he'll come back. He'll come back and he'll talk shit to you too, which is infuriating. But it's pretty neat how they did that. It gives, because to be quite honest with you, the content isn't really that amazing. The story is good, but it's kind of like, you know, it's not the focus of the game. The combat is the focus of the game, definitely.
So let me just really quickly stop you right there though. Is the combat? Because from what I've been hearing, it's almost like a Arkham Assassin's Creed hybrid.
It is, but it's tighter. It's tighter.
Oh, okay.
You know,
cool.
like in Arkham.
That's not a bad thing. That's good. It's definitely.
You know, in Arkham, you'll get the prompt to dodge or something, but a lot of times it won't work. You'll still get hit. This one,
right.
You can be in the middle of doing whatever, cutting a dude's head off, and if that prompt comes up, you hit it, you're blocking it. It makes more sense though, I guess, in Arkham because you're swinging a sword around like a badass. So. Yeah, you'll be jumping back and forth between like 6 dudes fighting them, and then that one prompt will come up.
I should hope you fight them.
And you can block it instantly, which is pretty sweet. Although you got to plan your battle because you are OP, but if you get in a situation that you're not supposed to be in, you will get your ass kicked easily.
Yeah, I heard that you can't really just run in there because you'll get surrounded and.
No,
That's cool though. I'm glad it's not easy.
Yeah, like you have to kite people. Like a lot of times you'll go to kill a captain, and then like all of a sudden another fucking captain shows up too, because they just kind of roam the world. So you'll be like, now I'm gonna get my ass kicked, because like one guy will be immune to fucking bows and arrows and stealth kills, and one guy will be fucking immune to super moves or whatever. So you kind of have to like do a little strategery. Like the way I did it is I would fucking run off and have one of them follow me until he got far enough away where I can just kind of take him one-on-one without having the other guy kick my ass while I'm not paying attention.
Awesome. So if you could give us like a score, how would you, I mean, you could do a letter grade, you could do a number. What would you?
I think.
How's the replayability on it? You think it'll be high?
Just as much as Arkham, except the story's not as strong as Arkham. But it's if you like killing things, it's fucking fun. If you like feeling like a medieval ninja, it's pretty sweet.
Well, I don't.
If I had to give it, I'd probably it's in the 80s somewhere. But I'm also bumping that up because of the lore. I'm a big fan of the Lord of the Rings universe. So
Well, yeah, I think though that anybody that's really interested in this game kind of is. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing: you don't need to be, because it's still fun. Because
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, but I kick it up a little bit because I mean, brutally honest, the fucking content's not there. You're killing the same enemies over and over and over and over and over and over again. But it's
What's that
fucking
like?
fun. It's fun killing those enemies. Yeah, no shit. You don't get, and they don't have any purple drops or any of that stuff. But
oh, there's no loot.
well,
There's no loot questing. I'm out of here.
yeah, there's no loot. They drop ruins when you kill captains that you can attach to your fucking swords and your bow.
Do you? Okay, what I was going to ask is there a weapons tree or upgrade for your weapons at all, or is
There's all kinds of upgrades. You can there's 2 different upgrade things. You can upgrade your character with different moves. Like the one I just got, I haven't played it that much. I probably only played about 8 hours of it. But the one I just got was I can shoot a fucking bonfire and it'll explode. And so all these dudes will be sitting around a bonfire, and I'll just fucking stealth come up and just shoot it, and boom, 8 kills.
Oh, I did see that on the trailers I was watching.
Yeah, so I mean, it's satisfying to fucking be that badass. You know what I mean? So
Cool.
if you're a fan of that, if you're a fan of Assassin's Creed, it's much better than Assassin's Creed, in my opinion.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, you know you hate Ubisoft.
Well,
so.
yeah, but I just
kidding.
It's the same. It's just, I don't know. It feels fresh. It's the same shit. They didn't do anything new. They just I just think they did what they did very well. So it was out of nowhere surprise. I was not expecting.
So is this you telling our listeners that this is a good buy? You feel good about this?
This has a Rick seal of approval. Yes, this is.
Okay, all right.
It's a good buy. I'm not salty that I pre-ordered this at all.
Excellent. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up the show today. We're not going to do a round of applause this week. As I said, we're going to cut it a little bit short, which we kind of didn't, but we tried. So, guys, thank you for joining us this week, and we will see you next week for episode 15. We appreciate you listening.
Bet I can throw a football over them mountains.
No way, bro. And it's pigskin.